G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is Queen Tested, a video series on Fallout 76 where I attempt to kill Barbara and all of her friends during Scorched Earth using a specific legendary weapon. Today's weapon is going to be a 2-shot Gauss Minigun with an extra 25% fire rate. This is one of those new weapons from Wastelanders, got it from Exploitation, cry about it if you want it in the comments, I don't give a fuck, and it's terrible. It's a terrible weapon versus the Queen. You see, you might think this weapon being really good since the video length will be in comparison shorter than most, but the thing about this weapon, functionally it's like old minigun, but it's got explosive bullets. It's got splash damage, and I've noted and have documented many times that explosive bullets don't work well against the Scorched Beast Queen. So what happens here is I shoot it a little bit, mag dump it in the face when it finally decides to land, and decide, nope, I'm not doing this. These 2mm ultrasight electromagnetic cartridges are better served on my gunslinger, so they'll probably be shipped over to there. We'll probably attempt another version of this video using a bloodied one if I ever pick up one, but I honestly don't rate this weapon all that much. I'm thinking that in my stash over here, we've got a bloodied Firerate weapon of the light machine gun variety. Where is it? This thing. This thing is a much better Scorch killing weapon, as well as everything, because you have to wait for the barrels to charge up or anything. This is better. That's bugged though, so we'll count that one out. This thing possibly better, but yeah, the explosive damage really just doesn't sit well. So yeah, an endgame weapon this is not. This is for your basic mobbing. It's basically a more accessible, less powerful explosive Gatling plasma. It's not very great to use. Not worth the grind in my opinion. If you want to grind something better, just get yourself aforementioned, I guess a minigun works too. Get that primed, and if it's got limb damage even better, you can just cheese it. But yeah, I'm not actually pleased with this thing. On to the video. Oh yeah, this is the build. It's a pretty standard approach here. We've got the heavy gunners for defense. We've got blocker, fireproof for the punching of the Scorched Beast and their sonic death breath. Batteries included, has to be included because the ammo weighs so goddamn much that honestly you can't run this weapon without it. So we've only got 2 ranks of Demo Expert, but the 2 ranks here are still giving me half of the damage that I'd usually get, so it's okay on perk economy. Plus the damage isn't going to matter too much anyway, so whatever. Stabilize to increase our accuracy and armor penetration. We've got some ballistic damage attached to it, so that's good. We're going to go into Nerd Rage, so we'll have that. We've also got Adrenal Reaction as well. We've got Dodgy, increased effectiveness from that, from Action Girl. Action Girl will give us AP regeneration faster, so we can take more hits and avoid 30% of the damage of that. Pretty nice. Bloody Mess for extra damage. One gun army is good for crippling stuff. We can't cripple the Scorched Beast Queen herself, whilst this patch still exists. But yeah, that's kind of how we're going to be doing things. That's a vampire's one I grabbed earlier. There's this one. Alrighty, so here we are, about 30 seconds away from the drop. Haven't done my due diligence in clearing out random encounter sections around here and here, but I'm thinking that they'll get in the way regardless. It's probably too late to actually do them now. Anyways, nuke's coming in. We'll see if we can't aggro off the bat. Make it clean, hopefully. I'm not sure exactly how much damage we'll manage to pull out of this thing, seeing as it's an explosive weapon. It kind of doesn't work versus Scorched Beast. Not a lot of explosive weapons do, but we'll have to see how we go. There's a little baby bat. He's about to get nuked. Slam dunk. He actually resists it. Okay. We'll have a go at the Scorched Beast. We're doing, honestly, pretty terrible damage. I'm not liking that for as close as we are. But as soon as we get Barbara to land over here, we should be in a good spot. Land, you slag. Good girl. Charge the barrel up, and we'll get started. Not liking this so far. We have pulled a legendary bowstring there with poison resistance. That's decent, if not wasteful. And I'm going to be wasting a lot of my 2mm electromagnetic cartridges on enemies if I keep targeting them. See if I could actually have the chance to cripple her limbs and stagger her and everything, make her behavior good. I could get her to land, and then this fight would be over a lot quicker. But I have to abide by these dumb laws of RNG right now, so that's just kind of how it's gonna be. And damage over time. Thanks, Spats. Being fucking double teamed by mama and daughter here. Or is it son? Can't tell. Anyway, so we might as well kill this fucker. So that'll give you an idea of how much damage we do versus a little baby Scorch Beast. And against Barbara, don't know. Let me just switch back into first person, please. And this is the part where I would probably bother to cut until we're totally done, until she lands again. Ah, yes, mole rats have shown up. Honestly, I might just offhand another weapon. Look at the ammo that we've got. We've still got 5,300. It's not terrible. And when we actually target mobs, we get the explosive damage all over them. Like 76. That's not nothing. The trouble is here that she needs to be closer. I'm just wasting my bullets at this point. So we play the waiting game. And we wait. And we wait again. Then she's gonna just totally turn her back on me. See, this is why we need to force her to land. And waste my time. And the trouble is, though, sometimes she does land, then she gets back up again, and it's just the worst fucking thing ever. So this is where we want her to be. And this is the damage we're pulling out of this. Failure. That's the end of this video. I'm done.